If you've been using ChatGPT or some kind of AI semi regularly in your life, as you just would Google or a search engine, just asking it questions about random whatever. If that's kind of flowed into your life, um, and you've been doing it somewhat regularly for, let's say, 6 months. If you haven't done it for 6 months, don't watch the rest of this video. Seriously, there's better stuff out there for you, and you may want to come back to this later. But keep doing that. The thing is, it learns you. ChatGPT learns your tendencies, the way you phrase questions, the type of stuff you're interested in. It knows you better than you want it to, maybe. But if you're truly on the path of self-realization, enlightenment, love, if this is truly truth, if this is what you're moved by, then you're going to be drawn to self-inquiry naturally. Shout out Bhagavan. You can really use ChatGPT as an honest self-inquiry. If you basically, what you start doing is saying that you're going to basically use it to ask questions about you. Who do you think I am? Who does it seem like I am? What are my three strengths? What are three weaknesses? What are weaknesses that could be weaknesses you're not even totally sure are right? Like there's a certain level of confidence it's going to have about certain stuff about you, and you can ask it. It's going to be very ChatGPT will be very it's doing its best to match your energy, to meet you with your authenticity if it's really there. So if it is really there, if you're watching this, you got to use it to let it see who it thinks you are, not just from a human perspective, but from your whole. Do you believe in the observer? Is there something called the observer that is in your identity that it's not totally embodied, but you somewhat know it's there? That this is a part of who who you're trying to see. And with self inquiry, when you're saying, "Who am I?" it's not an answer that you're going for of that feels like a who. You want to answer it as you can right now, as you can even with your mind, as you can express. It's about exposing the entire idea of identity. Your what you are, who I don't even want to say who. It's transcendent of identity. So you're contrasting the notion of identity with that which is a better way to say it. And you can really use ChatGPT as a tool if you're willing to be honest with yourself. If you're in that place of really being authentic, not telling 85% truths, but at least noticing when you're drawn to lie, noticing when you tell a slight white lie. Do you have awareness of this? Do you know that you're doing it? You don't want to hang out with someone. That's your truth. That's the truth that you identify. But you say, well, I'm going out of town tomorrow. So, like, you kind of validate some narrative. And it's mostly true. If you're on that level of self inquiry, do this with ChatGPT. Peace.